What's up, you guys? Welcome to week 15 on the road to 700 pounds. This is a scheduled deload week. Basically what that means is we go 3 weeks, real tough training leading up to the 4th week. Once a month, I back the weights down 60 to 80% based on how the previous week was and kind of what the goals are going forward. So today, obviously, I've got 455, 3 sets of 3. It's real important when you take a deload to bring your A game. Even though the weights are lighter, it's real easy to not get as excited going into the week. I don't ever look forward to a deload because there's nothing really to look forward to. The weights are, for me anyways, they're knocked down quite a bit. The purpose of a deload is to get a much needed week of rest without actually sitting on your couch and eating bonbons. You're still in the gym, same schedule as normal. You just don't take as much time in the gym. You don't need as much time for each set. But it's a real good recipe to get hurt if you're not still staying tight, still getting set up the exact same way, eating the same way, and bringing your mental focus the same way that you do when you're at 100%. I set up the exact same way, as you can see here. It's really easy to get relaxed. For me, 455 is a warm-up weight, but it still feels heavier than it should because mentally, even though I bring everything I can, I know it's a deload, so it's really hard to turn that off. So one thing I would advise you guys is when you're taking a rest week or a deload week, even if it's lighter weight, you got to be tight. You got to stay focused because you can get hurt. I mean, it's here it's 455. That could easily injure yourself that way. But with that said, I'm still able to get into the gym. I'm still able to move some weight, get some blood flow going, make things happen. And I'm able to come back a lot stronger the next week. So basically, when I do a deload, it's to let my body get some rest. When I come back the following week, typically I'm going 150, 200 pounds more, and it's time to bring the A game with the heavy weight. So I'm doing the exact same exercises that I did last week. The weight has dropped down quite a bit. I still set up the same way, like I said before. I still make sure I'm wearing my wraps. I'm wearing my elbow sleeves. I'm basically doing the exact same thing, and mentally I'm acting like the bar still has 600 pounds on it. So the intent or the cat training that Josh has always had me doing here is the same. It's compensatory acceleration. So I imagine that there's 600 pounds on the bar no matter what it is. If it's the bar, if it's a 135, if it's 225, it doesn't matter. So in a deload week, even though, like for example on this set it's 405, I still imagined it being 485 or 500 like it was the week before, so that next week when I do have 500 plus on this, it won't be a mental block. And it definitely won't be a physical block because the strength has gained. I've gained strength from the last week. I've also had a rest from this week, so I'm fresh. So the idea behind it is a recipe for success going forward. Obviously, you can't hit it 100% of the time, 100%, because your body will just burn out, especially with the weights that we're doing now. Day in and day out, it does get very, very tiring. And without this deload as a kind of a precautionary system in place, as well as a scheduled time to basically just kind of get not really relax, but get some much needed things done outside of the gym, it helps to balance life, which I cannot stress enough, and that's a whole nother video. But it allows me when I'm balanced, with family, with my kids, with work, with obviously workouts, friendships, financial things like that. I'm a much better person overall, not just in the gym, but everywhere in life. So I'll probably make a video about that because I do hold that quite dear. A lot of guys that I talk to that are having issues in the gym, it's not necessarily that because they're not strong enough or because they don't work enough, but it's because they either are overworking and they're not actually allowing themselves to rest, or they're not balanced in their life, which is a huge thing. I know it sounds cheesy, it sounds cliche. You hear guys talking about, you got to have a balanced life, have a spiritual life, all this stuff, but it really does matter. Your body is one aspect of your strength. If your body can handle it but your mind can't, then it's kind of a recipe for failure. But this is a wrap for this week. Pretty much in and out of the gym, probably about an hour and a half. Normally it takes me a lot longer than that. I am prepared here for the next 8 to 10 weeks to really pile on the weights. The tendons and joints are ready to go, and I appreciate you guys watching. Please like and subscribe, and find me on Instagram at SwimHack. Thanks.